All right, lads, starting out at Old Trafford. It's going to be Man United at home to Everton. Oisin, starting with you. Man United last time out away to Man City got fairly dominated. We're ahead at the break. And yeah, just, we were saying in the group chat, every time United kind of got on the ball during that game, within like 2 or 3 seconds, they'd lost possession. They're just unable to hold on to the ball. And that ultimately kind of led to, I guess, City's domination. And like once you give City, 70% possession, they're going to find a way to score. What did they have? Like 28 shots, something like that?
27 shots and 26
27.
possession. Yeah, mad. I think.
Like I remember saying it to you, I was like, United just keep kicking the ball away. They can't hold on to it.
Yeah, they couldn't. But you know what? It wasn't just that. It was some of the years where they're looking to pass the ball. City were just on top of them, so they're making some serious interceptions. Like that, the game like that just shows you. Like in fairness to Casemiro and Varane, I thought they had a decent game, but Rodri in that middle of the park, he runs the midfield from that back line, the interceptions, the tackles, the standing tackles he's making. I don't think he gave away a foul, which I thought was crazy because
he nearly scored as well.
And he nearly scored, and I would have banked on him to get a yellow card. So, look, yes, we were very poor in possession, but take nothing away from City. Like they're beyond a well-oiled machine. They're a brand new engine. The way they play, it's sickeningly impressive to watch. But you look, it wasn't even a low point. There's nothing you could do against that City team. Like you couldn't play them at their own game. Look what happened to Luton. They got annihilated a few days beforehand for trying to play at City. The only thing you could do is kind of hold back and sit back. But what can you say? They're just an unbelievable machine. Like.
Yeah, Aaron, it's the first time in 10 years United have lost away from home and leading at half time. Do you think that they're after their goal, the approach, like, for the first, I would say probably 30-35 minutes, United were pretty good. Like, they were kind of counter-punching City a lot. But they kind of just, I don't know what happened second half. Anyway, just Rashford, just the fitness levels seemed to drop off, and they just didn't really have any outlets anymore. And that's probably why, they were giving away the ball, after a couple of seconds of getting it.
I think Ten Hag made too many changes too quickly to the shape and to the players that were on the pitch, to be honest. I don't know. He tried something that he thought might work, but it just ultimately didn't. The people that came on weren't as good. They weren't up for it. So yeah, look, we were overly defensive as you would be against City away. So there's nothing really you can do. Just allow them to have possession and then hopefully get a counter-attacking goal. But they were on their form. It was a game against United, the game they want to win every time. So yeah, it's just damage limitations at times, and that was about it. 3-1 is probably as good as the result we could have got, I'd say.
Respectable enough, I guess.
I think so, yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah. Oisin, so obviously Everton coming to Old Trafford next. This is probably a game United need to definitely bounce back on. They're 11 points off Villa in the race for the top four. They're kind of, Aston Villa play Spurs this weekend, so that's kind of maybe a good game for United if both teams can draw or something like that. But they're against an Everton side who haven't won in 10 games. They've one win in 10 games in all competitions. That was in the FA Cup, I think it was. So 9 without a win in the Premier League for Everton. Like this, on paper, maybe looks like United can bounce back. Hopefully, anyways, for you guys.
I think they have to. They've no choice, but they need to start seeing some of their players returning. I think Højlund is meant to be due back this game. You'll probably see him coming off the bench. There's rumours about Mount as well getting on the bench for this game. But
I forgot about him.
Yeah, honest to God, so and then you forget about him. You think of Tyrone Malacia as well. I don't know if he's still alive anymore. That Gosling, you don't even see pictures of him anymore.
Something happened about him. But something happened with him because there's not really any injury reports.
Never anything about
isn't there?
It's unknown. It's an unknown injury.
And if you think about it too as well, like you don't see any pictures of him. You know what I mean? It was an ankle injury. That's why it all started off every season.
Yeah, they usually show people in training or something.
Yeah, or just lightly train on their own. So I don't know, but look, but it's a must-win game for Everton too. Like they have to really hit the ground running. They've had some poor results. They had some poor kind of referee decisions going against them too. So they really for Everton's point of view, this is nearly the perfect time to play United that just got bet 2 games in the bounce. Absolutely annihilated, injury riddled United too. But I do think United will come out on top. but I don't think it'll be very comfortable for them. I think Everton they're a big team, they're a strong team. They will absolutely like make it life hard for United.
Definitely. Aaron, lastly now with this game with Everton, they haven't won a game since December 16th, 2023. Do you think Sean Dyche is in trouble of getting the sack, or are they going to just kind of stick with him, hopefully keep them? I don't think they'll get relegated. I think obviously they're only like 5 points above relegation. I don't think they will. I think there's, obviously Luton and Nottingham Forest are really bad as of right now. I think Everton probably have too much, but there just doesn't seem to be any kind of improvement under Dyche. I thought he could probably take them not to like some heights of like European football or anything, but definitely he can lift them to a solid mid-table team and not like a relegation battle team.
Yeah, look, the extra points they got back after that from the points deduction, that'll help anyway, definitely. I don't see them going down. No, they're too big of a club, to be honest with you, definitely. But Sean Dyche, he's one of them managers that he needs his time, I think, to be honest with you. If he can keep them afloat in the Prem, he deserves another year, I would say, especially with all that happened. And then you have to think about then all the other side of it with the actual company of Everton themselves. They're under a lot of trouble and stress, so you can't really blame Sean Dyche overly for what's going on. I think give him one more year if he stays up and a bit of money, as if they can get a bit of money or some loans or something, and then see what happens, see how it goes. Then that's what I would say.
Predictions. So Oshid,
I'm gonna say 2-1 United.
Aaron,
I'm actually gonna go 3-0. 3-0, I think.
3-0 United.
Good man.
Yeah.
I think probably United have too much anyways. I think United 2-1. I think it'll be a lot more difficult than it should be.